Have you ever played Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, or Elden Ring? Did you enjoy any of those video games? Well, there's something coming that's gonna blow all those games out of the water. Hello, my name's Zerth, you call me Dirt, and today I want to talk about Lies of P. Lies of P is a new upcoming Souls-like game, but with a little bit of a twist. It takes place in the universe of Pinocchio. But not just, regular old Pinocchio. A steampunk, Victorian-style Pinocchio. And my god, it looks amazing. Before I get into it, I want to clarify that I might be a little bit biased here, because I've been waiting for a video game like this for a very long time. No, not a Pinocchio video game, but like a steampunk game. There's not many games out there that gives you that steampunk feeling. And granted, this one doesn't really have much of a steampunk feeling, but it is there. And my god, that little bit I get, I love it. Right off the bat, when you look at this game, man, it is just gorgeous. It's beautiful. The setting, the atmosphere, the way the enemies look. I mean, look at him. Look at that top hat. He's beautiful. Another thing that I really appreciate about this game is that it does make a few callbacks to the original Pinocchio. Like, in case the loading. It says now lying, and his nose is getting longer as it loads. That's awesome! I mean, maybe I'm a bit of a simple-minded kind of guy, and little stuff like that I think is like the coolest crap in the world, but you know what? It is what it is. I think it's phenomenal. Another thing that this game did multiple times, which is a little detail, as soon as you start the game and you like walk up, you see posters like on the train walls and whatnot, and it is a picture of a boss that you're going to be fighting in like maybe an hour from now. Yet again, a really tiny detail, but I think it's stuff like that is phenomenal. One of the things that I saw was this game was getting a little bit of critique for was the really jerky and unpredictable kind of movements of the puppets, the enemies. But like, isn't that what makes it really awesome? Like, I mean, you could use the argument that them being puppets and kind of having that really unpredictable, jerky kind of movement is a little bit of a gimmick and maybe artificial difficulty. But I mean, it ties into the world. You know, you're fighting puppets, and they're not gonna be smooth like fighting humans and whatnot. I think it's awesome, and it really draws you more into the world. And something that Lies of P does that I prefer over the Souls-like universe, which I mean, I probably only prefer this because I'm a monkey brain, but the story is a lot easier to follow than Bloodborne, Dark Souls, all of those games. I've played all of them. And I can't tell you a single thing about the dang story besides souls. But in this game, I actually know stuff. Like, people are sick, I think. Something else that this game does is the weapons. The way the weapons work. You have blades, you have handles. Blade does a certain thing, handle does a certain thing. And you can mix and match them. Like, say you really like the ability of this handle, but it's attached to a big, long greatsword. You don't want to use a greatsword. You rather use, like, I don't know, a fencing, a little pokey weapon. I don't know the name of it. I'm a little slow. But you can take the handle off of the greatsword and put it on the stick, and now you got a pokey weapon, but with the ability of the handle. You're gonna the amount of mix and matching you can do is gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna allow you to have so much different gameplay. You can the sky is the limit with this kind of thing. You're not set by boundaries of you gotta find weapon you want. You can make your own weapon. I forgot what they call it, but you got a fist. You got a hand, and you can change it out. You can swap it out for different things. I mean, personally, I really like just the big smack you get with the fist. But just the same thing with all the possibilities of you with your swapping out the handles and the blades and whatnot. You're gonna be able to change your arm. Like, there's a grappling hook you can get in the game. You can drag enemies near you and then cut them up. Let's try this out. Sick. Very sick. It's just another level of to the combat that I think is going to be very nice. There are 3 bosses that you fight in the demo. There is a cool guy with a top hat, a donkey, and a police officer. Now, the first boss, the guy with the top hat, which I assume is going to be the introduction boss to the whole game, I didn't think he was that bad. I thought he was a pretty fun boss. I don't think he was too challenging. I thought he was just challenging enough to get people into the door of what to expect from this game. I thought, all in all, it was a pretty good first boss. Now, the donkey, on the other hand, was disgustingly easy. They need to fix that backstab mechanic, because you could just backstab him nonstop and just annihilate him without even a second thought. And then the third boss, the police officer, he was pretty freaking hard. I had to use a summon to beat him. And to be honest, I mainly used the summon just because I wanted to look at him. I mean, he was using a freaking umbrella. That's sick. That's pretty kooky. But the third boss, you can notice there is a very large difficulty jump. Once you go from the top hat, donkey, to police officer, you're like, oh gosh, oh no. But I do think each of them had a very, very, very solid design. They all felt very unique, and if they keep this theme going with these bosses, it's gonna be great. Also, here's a couple of I think bosses that they showed already from the trailer. They showed these bosses in the trailer, and they also look very cool. The game has a lying mechanic. What is Pinocchio known for? Becoming a real boy and lying. And in this game, lying is going to play a crucial role in how the game plays out. Do I know exactly how big of a role? No. I really, 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 really hope, though, that they take this lying mechanic and they run with it. I hope it gives you multiple endings. You can betray characters. Characters will start to hate you because you lie too much. Characters will start to like you because you tell the truth all the time. I hope it really, really plays a key role into the game. And like, I'm already really suspect of a lot of the characters they introduced. Like, I think, oh man, he seems a little odd. He seems a little evil. I don't really trust that guy. I don't like him that much. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out. I really hope they utilize it. I really, really hope that they make the lying a real thing, and it's not just some stupid game mechanic that does nothing like half these video games do nowadays. I want a mechanic that changes the outcome of the game. Please give it to me. Now, let me stop writing this game so much. There are a couple of complaints I have with it. Like, the demo felt very linear. There wasn't much like exploring you can do. It just really felt like there was a set path, and that is where you had to go. That is where you had to go, and there's nothing else you can do, which sucks. I hope that they have more intricate levels when the full game comes out, because I don't think it's going to be quite like Dark Souls, where it's a huge open world and there's a tons of not really huge open world, but there's a lot of exploration you can do. It doesn't really feel linear, but this game does feel very linear. Also, what is the whole sharpening weapon thing? The repairing your weapons? Like, it just feels weird to me. It doesn't really feel like it plays that big of a role in the game. It feels like it's just an extra mechanic that you gotta keep an eye on top of everything else that's already going on. I mean, I hope that they make something else of it. It's not just you gotta sharpen your weapons so it doesn't get dull. I don't know, dude. That's one of my complaints with it, though. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. Thank you for making it this far in the video. Now, I know it was a little rough, and I said also and I did a lot of goofs in this video, but this is the first time where I've sat down and I really tried to talk about a video game on YouTube. I normally do this on stream all the time. At twitch.tv/Zerth__. I will be playing Lies of P the day it comes out, so be there. Yeah. But please give me some slack. I tried really hard on this. I would really appreciate if you liked, commented, and subscribed. Tell me what you thought of my opinion. Tell me if you think I'm completely wrong. Tell me if you agree with me. Are you excited for the game? blah, 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 other YouTube stuff. Okay, thanks for watching, you beautiful bastards. You guys have an amazing one. Mwah.